And we're live on a Saturday night jive. I am the High Priestess Phoenix. I am your spiritual healer, teacher, shaman, seer, oracle, lightworker, starseed, earth angel, mystic, medium, psychic, witch, yogi, guru, and messenger of God on a Saturday. Saturn pushes your limitations, your age, and your reality. And that's what we's doing today. Well, I think so. I don't know. I got a little thrown off right before I got on. I saw X. I was all X. It was DMX, and he was talking about it was that video. He's like, why don't you ever get up here and do a prayer? Why don't you do a prayer? All right, I'm gonna do a prayer. A to the man. In order to keep up with me, you would have to catch my community page and some videos from, forever ago. We do have a couple of new people. Shout out to the new people. I am your hostess with the mostest. I'm here to offend you, break your mind, open your heart, and we get to work and try to make you Christ-like. It's a long, painful journey, and, a lot of people don't make it through. Good luck to you. Moving on. I myself was having a very challenging day, and the only thing that got me out of that energy was Tupac Shakur. I literally had to go put myself in his energy, though. I was like, something's wrong, bro. Something's wrong. I need something. I just need something. And so I put on some of his music, and little by little, I came back to life. What's up, Russ? I come back to life. Are you coming back to life? Die, motherfucker, die, mother. Him and Pac don't get along too well. That's a long story. It's because Pac sees everything, and therefore, he don't like him so much sometimes. I mean, ultimately. It's kind of funny. It's very funny, actually. There's a lot of stories of Pac calling him a bitch. Funny times. Anyways, I was hanging out with Pac. We had some interesting talks. And then after that, I was, what the fuck was I listening to before I came in here? I don't know. I was jamming with him, and then right before I turned on, I saw DMX, and that was great. That's my soul tribe. And I've been in the dark since Thursday. I was going through this stage where, I haven't turned to myself. I turned to my daughter. When we went to Walmart, I was like, maybe I'm depressed. I thought I had a good Valentine's Day. Do you think I could be depressed? I was like, I have repressed memories and wounds, so I don't know if something's wrong with me. I was like, maybe something's wrong with me. What's wrong with me? I can't stop sleeping. That's a sign of depression, dude. You know what I mean? When you have no energy. So right before I came in, I was having a meditation. I was talking with the guides and stuff, and they were showing me that this has happened many times, but they were showing me the beginning. It's exactly what took me to start all this. I could not find energy anywhere. And then they were showing me times through my awakening, dude, and through shadow work. It was like this. I think it's just a season. If this happens every winter and I'm barely becoming aware of it, we definitely have to plan for next winter, because it's intense. And they're showing me multiple times in my life, and during this awakening and stuff, when this has happened, where it's like I literally wake up and have just enough energy to get up, shower, be awake for a couple of hours, and then I gotta go back to bed. And I have many stories of that, especially during, the awakening. I'm trying to make music, I'm trying to drive, I'm trying to do all this stuff, and I can't do shit but sleep, dude. I am literally exhausted. And it's happening for days. I can't get it to stop. And that's kind of where I'm at right now. I cannot get any energy. I didn't wake up till 8. And by 11:30, I was ready to crawl back in bed. I posted some shit. I was out for 4 hours. Trying to get out of that sleep is twice as hard, dude. It's so hard to get out of it. So then I get out of it, and I throw myself into the bath, and I still can't get out of it. And it was finally some of his music that got me out of it. But I'm sitting here totally exhausted. It's not me. It's my body. Because there's a part of me that wants to do some stuff, but my body is just... If anybody else is going through that, I wanted to talk about it a little bit. I didn't bring out the cards. I could bring out the guidebook while I'm sitting here. There's, the last time I described this, and that's what I posted, was, I had a real bad around Christmas. I literally couldn't fucking do shit, bro. I mean, I was crying a lot and going through a lot of, changes and stuff, trying to force Christmas out of my programming. You're like, what? It's a long story. Yeah, we didn't have a Christmas, and it was forceful, and it was painful. I'm trying to do spiritual service, but, Numbers. I gotta teach you the numbers. Yeah, that's not what I'm talking about right now, though. The key to the light. What happens is, and I know this, you know, that's what it is when you go looking for answers, they can give you the answers, but it doesn't make everything go away. So what is happening to me? I told you, they shoved too much light in me. And now they've shoved me into the darkness, and I gotta just sit there until I can, you know what I mean? So it's just no fun. Let me explain. This is my Lightworkers book, so it's the light. That's what's going on with me. This is number 31, Alchemical Transformation. You see the 96, 69, 96. Your spiritual growth is changing your mind, body, and soul. It is very real, and it's helping you fulfill all aspects of your divine destiny. It's awakening spiritual talents and attracting in new energies. This process will bring tremendous joy and satisfaction. Eventually. The alchemy is an empowering gift of love. Symptoms of this process can sometimes be challenging. They may include headaches and other aches and pains, flu-like symptoms, inexplicitly and nearly overwhelming fatigue that lasts for days, and then suddenly vanishes along with surge of new energy. We also may experience pinging in the ears, increased sensitivity to light or sound, hormonal imbalances, hot flashes, excessive sexual energy, mental obsessions, mood swings, aggression, and unintentional harsh reactions to people. You're like, what? Yeah, it's called spiritual, you know what I mean? It's the alchemical mutation of what happens when they put all this light in you. It has, you know, that's what I was trying to explain in my Valentine's video. It's like, in the full moon video, it's like they fill you with light and it pushes all your darkness out. And it hurts. It literally hurts. In my Palladian book, it talks about it too, how you have to go through these lower cycles of getting, you know what I mean, being replaced in the light. If you could possibly imagine, if you can only imagine putting a star inside of a fucking flesh bag called the fucking body. It's flesh and bones. You have a soul inside of there, right? But it's not awoken. It's a whole star system connected to everything, bro. And as it awakens, this whole star, imagine a star. You can only look at them in the sky, but imagine you are one of those inside of your body, and it's very explosive. And the more it turns on, you know what I mean? And that's what I was, again, I had my visualization of carrying this body. You know what I mean? Levitation. I can do it, bro. The lighter this light, you know what I mean? The brighter this light gets in here, you know what I mean? The less of effect the skin is. The skin is dense. It's filled with all kinds of programming from, you know what I mean? I don't know how to explain it. I'm seeing like Avatar. You know, the movie Avatar, the one that people didn't really like, where he put, I didn't see the second one, but basically he put his consciousness into another body, right? And that body worked better than his body, but he had to, you know what I mean? He had to ride that body. It was just his consciousness in it, which is what? His soul. So that's what we do. You know what I mean? It's our soul inside of this body, and we have to push the body, and I spend a lot of time. And that's what happens is when your soul wakes up in your body. It's a long process, bro. They say it's outside of you. Your higher self is outside of you. It's inside of you. The whole fucking universe is inside of you. So as you go through your darknesses and you go and you reclaim your light, it literally burns through inside of you and it changes you from the inside out. And that's what I was talking about, you know, how I became skinny. You know what I mean? Stuff like that. Like, you know, where all this energy comes from. It's from inside that's working through my body, that's changing my body, literally. You know what I mean? Some things are cool, some things are not so cool. You know what I mean? But your body can't really hold it too much, and it's got to come in. They're using this word, what is it, photosynthesis? They have to come in, you know what I mean, little by little. One of my awakenings, I think it was 2023, it was the full moon of Christmas. That's when the Palladians put all this light into me, and I almost died, bro. I literally was having like what I thought was an epileptic seizure. I just kept seeing all this light. It happened for hours, dude. I told the kids before I went to sleep not to let me swallow my tongue. I was very scared I was going to die from what was happening inside of my body. All I could see was light. So then after that, I didn't get the downloads like that. Then I started getting, I didn't know what it was right away, but I started getting these unbelievable pains in my back. And I could see it as an actual, you know, from the Matrix where they shove that thing in the neck. I could see them doing it like, you know, an epidural over and over and over. And then they finally described to me what it was. that they, you know what I mean, that's how they give me the light system, you know, the light codes, because it's too much light for the body. So then you put this fucking moon on there on a Friday and everything else, and it's like my body can't take it. What's wrong with my body? There's too much light inside of it, and I can't hold it. I told you that. I tried to describe that when I start laughing. I can't hold the laughter. You have to see it to believe it, but I literally fall over. I can't hold the light. So that's what that means. And it's killing me. And I couldn't get up and I couldn't move. And then Pac's, you know what I mean, vibration, the sound of his, you know what I mean, his frequency, the sound of his voice was able to give me energy, give my body energy. Because now my body, now how did that work? The body's programmed. When I hear that song, I'm going to get up and dance. You have to fuck with the body a little bit. You have to throw it off, you know what I mean? That's called energy manipulation. I can force my energy to do what I want it to do. I know the different tricks and stuff like that, so that's what I did. That goes back to the Egyptians. We knew that sound frequencies could levitate the body, change the body reactions and stuff. That's why I work with music and stuff. It's like, you know, I'm hearing Kanye's, you know what I mean, that song, Runaway. It was one fucking key, and when that key drops, bing, bing, bing. It sends a frequency through your body where you have a programming of what comes next, and it gets you excited. You have an anticipation because you know this song and you know what comes next. So as soon as you hear that first bing, it runs, you know, literally a chord through your body, a musical chord through your body. So that's kind of how it is. It's like, you know, we all have those go-to playlists or people and stuff like that, and that's what I had to do. I had to dig deep in what works for me. Fuck works for me. Quite literally. And we had some other talks. We had some good talks. And that was, after the talk ended, I was like, you know, I could feel the envy. If I even told anyone, people would be so envious to know that I could just sit down and have these conversations. What did we talk about? I talked to him about what, it was like, I didn't ask. It's just a conversation that happens. I don't know how they start. But the conversation is, how did it feel when you realized they were out to get you? Like, they were going to kill you, bro. They wanted to kill you. And then the next thing was, you know what I mean? Was it words or actions? He said, no, it was all words. They wanted to kill me over words. Just words. He's like, and that was it. It's like, when you know what I mean? When you woke up from after 5 shots, what did you realize, bro? They're out to get you. Said I had to believe in God more. I couldn't walk in fear. I had to believe in God more. But I knew they were going to get me. It was a hard talk. But, you know, it just came up. I don't know. Again, I was in his energy. I miss him. We had those really deep talks. He would talk real to me, and it just happened to have a conversation we were talking about. And that was it. It was like, was it over words? Did you do something to make them want to kill you? I said, no, it was over words. Just words. It was like, you know, and then he kind of shows me after he wakes up from the hospital, you know what I mean, after the 5 shots, he realizes they're going to kill him. And he shows me that he had to trust God. He couldn't be a bitch. He had to trust God, but he knew they were going to get him one day. After that, he knew. He was lucky to be alive, but he knew it wasn't going to end there. So he just kept living his life the best he could until that day came. Ain't that some shit? I know, the boys in the hood are always hard. Come talking that shit. And then there's that guy. Easy does it. Yeah, bro, I really sit with the spirits, bro. That's what I told someone else. Oh, yeah, Wolfman. I was like, hey, I'm a real mediumship. I got real spirit guides. Do you know Tupac Shakur? Because he is here all the time, and anything you do or say, he will fucking be on that ass. That's what I said. For reals. Yeah, for reals. I don't get to see him, and, you know, there's a video way back in my videos when I got back to the light. I missed him so much. It was the middle of summer. I'm like, where the fuck you at, nigga? And then I realized what had happened, that I had left that dimension, the 5th dimension, the 4th and 5th dimension. That's where they are. That's what I tried to tell you. That's where they are. The spirit realm is down there. He's like, I got you to the light. Meaning nobody can come up here with me. Nobody can get up here. The conscious won't allow them. I'm past the spirit of all things. You know what I mean? But then it's like, I can't get back down there. And that's what I said. I was like, am I ever going to see you again? He said, anytime you step out of the light. What that means is, as I go through the realms and I come back to the 3D reality, he's right there between the 3 and the 4D. I can see him in the 3D. I can catch him in the 4D. But anything higher, no, because he didn't ascend in his whole life. You know what I mean? The gates aren't open. If they didn't do it in the, you know what I mean? But together we rise, because I carry his life contract with me. And that goes back to Kobe. You know what I mean? There's another video of, you know, me and Kobe making it to the brotherhood. He got me there. We get each other. You know what I mean? Together we rise. It's a contract. I finish their work here on earth so that they don't have to wear the body. You know what I mean? We have to wear our bodies. You can't sign off your contract. You're not fucking... Despite what Kanye West keeps doing, you can't break these kind of contracts. Trust me, I'm stuck with them for life. Where are we at? Oh, the elder, the teacher. I'm doing a spiritual growth spread because, you know, we're spreading them. God's spreading us thin spiritually, and he's trying to grow us. This is the Hierophant card for anybody that doesn't know. In my other book, it's called the Elder. I have a couple of tarot books, so they're all pretty much the same. Let's read it into this one. I went to Temperance again. The Elder is... It comes right after the... Let me explain how this works. So we go into our major arcanas. After we've learned our deck and most of our lessons, we learn the Magician. We learn how to, you know what I mean? How to manifest in the real world. We learn how to pull from the outside world, right? So then there's the High Priestess. Then you got the Empress and the Emperor, and then comes the Hierophant, right? So it's a union of all of these. So in essence, you have to have worn all your kings and all your queens of all your suits. Then you learn the Magician, which is still of this world. Then you can leave into the other world and meet the High Priestess. After you've harnessed those two worlds, now you've become the Lord and the Lady, which would be the Emperor and the Empress. Only after harnessing all of those energies, all the dualities, you know what I mean? I have to be the King of Cups as well as the Queen of Cups. I have to have mastered my Queen of Swords and my King of Swords. You go through, it's a whole fucking, you know what I mean, mastery level. Always repeating lessons because, you know what I mean, you'll need this lesson when you go around that corner. Each lesson is taken. It's not like you graduate and you never see that place again. No, that place that goes with you as you go on in your journey. You'll remember the lesson that you already learned. And if not, you're going to learn that fucking card again. That's why we see the repeat of the cards. So then after you've harnessed all of your masculine and feminine energy, that's what I'm trying to explain to you. After you've harnessed all your masculine and feminine energy, you come to the place of the Elder. The Fool has learned many things about the sacredness of life, the pleasures of the senses, and the rare-field realms of the intellect and the impulse of the spirit. He is left feeling overwhelmed and confused about how he should incorporate these lessons. And that's when you have to come back to the Matrix, and I'm very struggling with that, and that's what I said to her, too. I was like, my hermitage is really killing me right now. Like, it's such a fucking lack of desire to be a part, to be part. It's like I'm kicking and screaming. There's part of me that wants to just go in, and there's this huge part, a bigger part, that's like, I don't want to be part of any of this. It's a fight. It's such a fight inside. He could absorb himself in the ether moonlit realms with the High Priest and become too unworldly to live. That's what happened to me. That's what happened to me. Definitely. Absorbed himself in the ether moonlit realms of the High Priestess and become too unworldly to live, or he could luxury in the sensual world of the Lady creation and give himself entirely to the material. Finding a point of balance is essential if he is to grow and thrive, but he is finding it impossible. Just as he begins to despair, he meets a wise man. And that's where I was today. It's like, I don't want to go outside. I don't want to. I don't fucking want to. I don't want to go to the store. I don't want to get cigarettes. I don't want to get gas. I don't want to see anybody. I wish they would just all go away. I don't want to go outside today. You're like, damn, you're there again? I've been there since Thursday, bro. I just keep shoving myself out there because I know I have to. Like, I can't not go out and get food. I made a promise to my daughter to get her hair dye. You know, there's things I promise and I have to do, but I am like, don't fucking want to. It's really bad. So then you put all of this disgust about going into the world and then the absolute inability to get my body up to do it. And I'm like, maybe I'm depressed. I'm isolating way too hard. I can't get out of bed. I don't want to see anybody. I don't want to get dressed. I don't like how my pants feel. It's too fucking cold. Everybody's an idiot. It's like, are you having a period? I mean, maybe. Fuck. Fuck! Did you read the alchemical fucking... I mean, pretty much hormonal imbalances. The only thing I'm not getting is great sexual energy. That's, again, we go back to the only fucking healing I never get. I'm serious, bro. Fucking serious, bro. People just look at me. I give them the scariest look. Like, don't even fucking look at me, bro. Go look to the ground, bitch. Go eat your dirt. Get the fuck out of me. Keep in your thoughts. I'm so evil right now. It's not really. It's not coming out of me. It's just inside of me. You're like, what's wrong with you? I mean, do you want me to be honest? That's me, bro. There's lots of me. And there's a huge part of me that just loathes the world we live in and the people in it. I wouldn't be Lilith if I didn't acknowledge that this is very real. But the duality of it is the Shekinah. Where I just want to go out and I want to fucking feed the people and I want to hug them and I want to hear about their fucking problems and I want to find ways to solve them and I want to smile with them and, you know, watch fireworks and blow bubbles. It's really hard. Like, really? Yeah, but at least that part came because that part was not there. That part was not there in my life. My life was like, get the fuck away from me. I was very unapproachable. I was fucking very, you know what I mean? I was very charming, sophisticated. I lit up a room, but very direct, very assertive. If I talked to you, it was great, but only if I felt that I wanted to, and otherwise I'd give you that look, like, don't you fucking dare approach me. You know what I mean? Very much. Very selective. I had someone tell me that. They told me that at TGI Fridays. It was an interview to put me on the MIT. They always interview me. What's MIT? Management and Training. They want to promote me. We're sitting down having this interview and they're like, you're very helpful. You're very much a great team member, but you're selective as to who you would give your help to. And it put me in my spot. It's like, yeah, fuck her. I would never. You're going to pick up every piece of fucking garbage on the floor. I would never help you. I'm going to hide the broom. Really? Not really. I'm not that vindictive, but I'll think it. Like, fuck you. I hope you can't find the broom. You're like, wow, really? Yeah, I didn't like people. I don't. I really don't. There's a huge part of me that doesn't. I feel like you should just sit on the fucking ground, licking the fucking floor. Oh, we're licking the dirt, are we? Yeah, that's what you're doing, Nezer Kneber. On all fours, eating somebody's butthole. I mean, I hate to be a bitch, but that's really what's inside of me. There is a huge part of me that hates you. I spent a lot of time trying to, you know, calm that part. But it's real. I really have every reason to not like you. I mean, I really do. I spent a lot of time trying to love you. Again, like and love. Like, what don't you like about me? It's not you. It's me. You can't. This goes back to us. Don't try to make me like you. That's just going to make me hate you more. Don't try to be likable. It's something wrong with me, not you. Because tomorrow I'll love everybody, but today I don't fucking like you. Get away from me. True. Alright. Sit, the elder tells the fool. I've experienced all things that you have and very much more. I know the sacred, and that's why I went to Pop. I know the sacred realms you yearn for, and my job is to teach others how to attain them without losing their ability to function in the physical world. I've lost all ability to function in the physical world. How are you going to bring me back now? I'm just going to stop there because it came up yesterday. That's my shadow right now. That's what I started crying about. I can't be normal. I'm fucking Kanye. I can't find a normal way in. Can't be normal. I get in there and I'm a whole fucking weirdo. And that's why I don't want to be in there. I don't fit in there. I have to fucking fit my fat ass in there, and I have to go into the stores, and I have to go into places, and I have to, but I don't want to. Why? I just don't. Do you ever be somewhere where you just don't feel comfortable being? And that's what I was telling you all week. Mother Earth's trying to tell me this is my home. I don't want to be here. I can't fit my ass in it. I'm not making myself comfortable. I'm sitting on the edge of my place waiting to go to the next place. I'm like, it's forceful. I'm just here till the job's done. Just get the job done and we'll get out of here. But then when I get to the same place, it's the same thing. It's very difficult what I'm going through right now. It's a polarity of myself tearing myself apart. I'm literally tearing myself apart from the inside out. Is it my mind? No. It's the programming. I mean, I guess if I thought about it, but I don't think. We talked about this. Like, I said it yesterday, it's like I'll never be normal. In the sense of, you're not going to own a home. I don't see that. No. But then I think about my kids, so I had a conversation with the Holy Spirit about my kids. I was like, fine, if I don't have to be normal, but what about them? They need another normal school year. And they tell me, they're like, by next year, I said, for that school year, we'll keep you still for the whole year. Cool. You gave me a promise for 1 year. Great. But in the sense of normal, I'm not fucking normal. Going back to how I spend my time, what I eat, everything, dude. Going outside, it's like, that's what I told Amelia. We went into Walmart. She's like, there's so many fucking people. I was like, don't look them in the eyes. That gets stuck on you. She's like, already looked at like 3 of them. It's like, stop doing that.
I look at everyone.
It's like, seriously, don't make eye contact with these fucking people, bro. Don't put them in your energy. Don't even fucking let them look at you. That's what I feel like. It's like, just get in, just get out. What do we need? Get away from these people. Get away from them. Get away from them. The only thing evil out here is you guys. Your thoughts, your feelings, your fucking intentions, the fucking breath, everything, dude. All I gotta do is look in your fucking eyes and see that you're out to fucking get someone. You're all out here getting yours. Alright, too short. I should be getting it. Sorry. I don't know. I'm having a rough day. It's a rough. I'm having a rough part of. I'm in a rough patch of my life where they're trying to put me back in the world. I told you this is extremely difficult talking about it. You know what I mean? It's much better when you just have a connection and you don't leave this world. But when you have completely left this world and they keep trying to put you back in it, dude, it is a fight. You know you don't have to be here. You know a way out. You don't want to be here. It's very dangerous. It's very dangerous in the sense of I'm not going to sit in this body now. I'm out of here. I don't want to sit in this. I'm not going to sit in this. You guys probably do that with drugs and alcohol and all kinds of weird shit. You can put me in a fucking cell, dude, for fucking 50 years. I'll never be there, bro.
We're not being...
Not never, bro. No, not never. I might be there when I have to, you know what I mean, wash my ass and eat a meal. The same as here. You can put me in a fucking cell. I'm not there, dude. Physically? Sure. Sure. But I know how to fucking pull this consciousness out of this body and go put it in one of my other lifetimes and, you know what I mean, or wherever the fuck I want. That's it. It's like you don't get it. You guys fully don't get this, dude. You are all stuck in the brain and your thoughts, and you will live here and die by those thoughts. I don't want to. I don't have to. I know how to fucking, you know what I mean? My spirit is not stuck here in this flesh. But God keeps wanting me to stay in the flesh and do shit, you know what I mean? Enjoy it. And I'm like, I'm not enjoying this right now.
You say next year or this year?
This coming year will be settled by the time of the start of the school year is what they showed me. But in the sense of, it's like normalcy. I don't even know what that is. Repetitiveness, sure, that would be, you know what I mean? Predictability, that's not real in my life, bro. In the sense of I know what's coming, but it's not what you know what's coming. It's like knowing isn't, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know how to explain this. Let's just keep reading. Without losing their ability to function in the physical world. Some call me the Hierophant, which means the one who teaches the holy things. Others call me the Pope, meaning the maker of bridges. Since I bridge the worlds of the material and the spiritual, the world of the sensuality and the world of meaning, I do not need a teacher, protests the fool. I'm doing well on my own. Think back and remember how you learned to read, replies the elder. If you had a teacher, you would still be trying to puzzle out. Okay, so we saw that yesterday. An elder would teach you. Came yesterday. But there's no one above me or like me. Maybe science at this point. Science knows the realms, the dimensions. It's all in theory until I can show them. Everything's theory until I can show them, but perhaps they've been shown before. You know, that whole Gaia movement, they say that they know what's going on. I don't like doing this, dude. Every time I go out looking for answers, I find a bunch of asshole fakers. I don't like looking for somebody that's like me or above me or knows something about it. I find out they don't know shit. It happens too often. It's very frustrating. I did that in the beginning, trying to find somebody that could tell me what was happening to me. It never worked out well. If you hadn't had a teacher, you would still be trying to puzzle out the letters when you could be reading the greater literature if you had some help. Who would I go to? The person that wrote the Palladian book? That's not very helpful because I'm not working with the Palladians. I'm working with God. They work with the same God I work with, bro. It doesn't... That's what I mean, is like you're a messenger to these messengers, but I take the message from God and from them people too. So it's like, I don't know, but then we go back to this, the physical world. That's what I'm struggling with. How do you put an alien in the physical world and tell it to get a job and work like you? How do you take a Holy Spirit, an actual angel, and tell it to get a job and be like you? How long can we pretend to be like you? I'm literally not a fucking human, bro. But yeah, I'm supposed to live like a normal human and hide in here. They're pushing me out of the nest as much as I said that. Last week's trial and tribulation was you need to go out and tell everybody who you are. Like, I don't want people to know what I am. But it's like, if they don't know what I am, then I'm gonna fucking die in here. Trying to pretend like, if that's what I'm seeing, is like, I'm seeing Lenny from Shark Tales. He's a whole fucking shark, but he keeps putting on a dolphin skin. You know what I mean? He's putting on a dolphin skin. And that was going back to, you know what I mean, the Sealies putting on the skin. It's like, you swear that I'm human. I swear to God I'm not. I just am wearing human skin, bro. This is so stupid. I can't stand it. I'm struggling, obviously. And this is what happens when you get higher and higher in your ascension. You can't get back. You're a hot air balloon with no way back, bro. No way back. What would happen to a hot air balloon? Don't put a person in the basket is what I'm saying. But if the hot air balloon turned on, you put it on autopilot, which nobody has ever did, I don't think. That's too much money to just send up. Well, I don't know. Fucking what's his face is be sending up. There's a Tesla floating in outer space that he sent up there that's just floating. They thought it was a star, and they found out it was just a Tesla that he shot out into space. There's a whole car floating out there somewhere. What an idiot. Anyways, in the sense of, people wouldn't do this with a hot air balloon, but in the sense of, you light the balloon, you light the fire, and you send it up. Where's it going to go, and for how long? It's never going to come back to wherever it came from, but it must go somewhere. I'm seeing the Great Oz. That's not helpful! I've completely sailed away from all reality, and trying to fucking come back down is not working well. It's almost driving me mad. You may be told many things and had read many books, but this is not the same as having experienced them in a way I have. Be aware that I can't impart spiritual understanding to you, but I can show you where to search and what to avoid. That's it. You know what I mean? Like, the spiritual stuff, that all comes from God. Nobody ever guided me. God guides me through the spiritual understandings. I can show you the rules to live by, not the dogmatic set of injunctions from some received texts, but the right way to live in relationship with divine order. Upright meaning. It is said when the student is ready, the teacher will appear. That's funny. Because outside I had that vision again. That Kobe walks up in a white man's body. You're like, what? I don't know. He just inhabitates a body for a short period of time to come and talk to me. I saw it again today when I was having a cigarette right before I came in. It's like the Holy Spirit can come over people's bodies. You just don't see it. You wouldn't even be able to. I mean, perhaps you do. You see when something dark comes over them. They're out to get you. Just kidding. Anyways, who the fuck knows what... It might be my ignorance, But I don't believe there's a human on this earth that knows what I am and can sit down and have it. You know what I mean? Before I know it, I'm going to be locked in a padded room. In the sense of, are you crazy? No, that they're going to fucking really figure out what I really am. That's the second thing. It's like, I don't think they know. And what will happen if they figure it out? And that's why I don't want to be known. But at the same time, if people don't figure out if I don't put my place out, then I don't have a place. I'm still trying to fit in where everybody else is, and I'm not everybody else. The elder provides spiritual knowledge and guidance within a structured framework that helps lead you to spiritual goals. He can also be a wise counselor or friend who gives you invaluable advice, and this too can be divine help sent through human... showing me a rabbi who gives you invaluable advice, and this too can be divine help sent through a human agency. That would make sense. Someone that studies the Kabbalah, that knows both worlds. That would make sense. Because he knows of the Lilith, he knows of the dark, but he knows of Christ. He knows of the inner workings, he knows of the tree of life. Interesting. The elder indicates traditions and education. He might be an initiator into a secret doctrine, but it can also indicate rites of passage such as a baptism, marriage, funerals, starting college, or graduation. I'm seeing the graduation. We've graduated into another level. This happens all the time, but then you're completely confused as to what's next. I gotta get a job. Stupid funny, but funny. Stupid funny, but funny. Reverse meaning. The elder reverse indicates a crisis of faith when you realize some dogmas no longer hold true to you. You are searching for new answers to the eternal question. Be careful, as you are vulnerable to being easily influenced at this time. That's what I told you. Don't go asking nobody shit, bro. Keep it to yourself. That's the biggest thing about the secrecy about mysticism. Because once you get out there, they try to tell you that they know all this shit, but they're fucking manipulating the shit out of you, bro. They read it in a book. Go get the book yourself. Which book? Do what I do. I never read them, bro. I go off my heart. Most of my books was off of the color. I'm attracted to a specific purple, dude, and I'd walk in and see that purple and grab that book. That's exactly how most of these started. You let your intuition guide you, dude. You don't let nobody in on your journey. I did a lot of that, and don't make that mistake. That's what I said. You know what I mean? People try to tell you you're not these things because they haven't read about it yet. Or they read something and they try to limit you based on what they're reading. And that goes back to the Bible, bro. Anybody that's read the Bible will tell me that I'm a lie. But I can show you it's based on the Bible that I'm the truth. You know what I mean? It's like, don't ask nobody nothing. In the sense of it's okay to go and ask questions about, can you tell me about some stones? I always have to ask somebody about some herbs. When they give me an herb, I'll go ask the lady, what do you know about this herb? You know what I mean? She's an herbologist. I'm not going to tell her who gave it to me and what they're telling me to do with it. Like, well, I'll ask them, what do people typically do with this herb? Why is God giving me this herb? What do I do with it? You know what I mean? But I don't let them in onto what I'm actually up to. And they know nothing like that. If you're like shamanism. Can you show me where the shamanism books are? And you just guide through that. What feels right? You're not looking. You're being guided into what is. And that's where all of this comes, guys. All of my stuff, I was guided to. Nobody told me I needed to get a book. And that's, when I started to realize, this was after maybe the fourth one, when I'm like, is there anybody awakened that knows their previous lives? And like, there was this one guy. One guy? Okay, where's that guy? You know what I mean? Maybe I'm supposed to go look for that guy. In the sense of, is that going to help, though? Just because he knows his physical incarnations, he probably was just a guy, year after, life after life. I'm a whole divine being. So where do I start with? Someone that studied Isis? Someone that studied Lilith? You're going to tell me about one part of my life, but all of those parts of those lives are here now. What are we doing here? You know what I mean? Who knows that? And then we're supposed to go to the Hindus, who know all of this about the incarnations and the final, the final jump into the mastery. And then you got Sangaru over here who's smiling and waving to Americans that know nothing of what I'm talking about. He is their representation of the highest level of enlightenment, and he has no idea who he was before this lifetime. How is he going to teach me anything? Do you know what I mean? You guys have not, no offense, but the teaching stopped many fucking decades, I would say centuries ago, where they stopped passing on the ancient knowledge and wisdom of this because people stopped practicing it. Christianity came in and you didn't do that. You were no longer a Buddhist. You were no longer a Muslim. You weren't a Taoist. You weren't Wiccan. You were Christian. So in essence, like, all I can find is people that tell me how to be a good Christian. That's not Christ-like, bro. Get the fuck out of my face. I don't even want to argue with, you know what I mean, 98% of the fucking population that believe in that, you know what I mean, the rules of that book, the persecution of it. I got into a fucking argument today. This guy was, he was fucking, I didn't even care. But anyways, he was scripture blasting me in the comments. It was like Romans 8 through 11, Matthew 5, or no, it was Romans 8 something, Matthew 5:11. I was a bitch. Galatians 9 or fucking 5:19 through 23. Get your fucking spirit out of my face. We're now currently in Revelations 12 through 13. Close the book and sit down and pray for your life, bitch. In the sense of, be careful. You're gonna look like fucking Wolfman over there, a fucking know-it-all that keeps going into places and asking people. You're asking for trouble. You're a tourist. You're a fucking tourist, and I told you to be careful of that. Going back to the spiritual store, they're waiting for you to come in and buy a book in love and light while they over there literally harvesting your energy. They're literally pulling it out while you're standing there reading about fairies and fucking unicorns. How does a fucking perpetrator get them? They give you the candy, bro. If I want light workers, if I want light energy, and I want people of joy, what am I going to sell? Come on, bro. Dude, you don't even know. But then you could go to the ritual craft down there on 44th, and they have no power. They're all fucking brewing up shit, and you can catch one of their ritual classes and be part of their moonlight fucking seances and all this bullshit. Come for a cleansing. But they're all fucking, again, those people have absolutely no power whatsoever. They just claim to be it and, you know, wear dark makeup. I'm saying broing. You know, it's like, you don't even know. The people you least expect, they've been doing this, you know, passed on for lives and lives and lives. You know, it's their whole fucking family does this shit. They're not people in a fucking, you know what I mean? That's going back to pedophiles and killers and drug dealers. We don't look like what we are. I don't look like a witch. I mean, I kind of do. I was like, I wear fucking sweatpants and jeans. I'm not out there in fucking 4-inch fucking goth boots with fucking black makeup and a fucking cape. I mean, on a specific full moon, perhaps. But, you know, like, when the time calls, like, I'm not just, you know, dressing up for the fucking fame and fortune of this shit. And I just want you to be careful with this. That's why I told you, I'm not going out talking to no idiot that thinks they know something because they've read, you know, 17 books about this in their life. Filling yourself with information doesn't mean you're smart. It just means you're a fucking computer system that remembers what you read. Applying that information, actual worldly experience, and having the data of what happens, you know what I mean? Then that gives you some credibility. Do you have some real world experience on this? Not this, oh, I read a book and I tried to do some shit at fucking, you know, the ISIS temple. You didn't do shit at the ISIS temple. They would never let your bitch ass with your fucking, you know what I mean, while you're taking pictures out there, Wolfman. They wouldn't even let you, and if you knew how to do it, you wouldn't even have done it in public. They would never let you do any ceremonial work. But he says, I did some ceremonial work at the ISIS temple. Bullshit! Let me see you pull those cards out in public, bitch. They would fucking burn your ass if they knew what you was doing in their towns. Idiot. You swear like you have any power. You know what I mean? That's what it is. It's like, oh, and I'm going to do a full moon ceremony. What? Masturbating like you said in your archives? You do that every night, bitch. How's that a ceremony? It's just religious for you. This is how I clean my chakras. This is disgusting. That's how you please your flesh, bro. That's not how we clean our chakras. Ugh, disgusting. Going back to it, there's so many of these people, bro. I did a Reiki session with someone else. Why you didn't learn how to do it yourself? You put all your faith and trust into this person that got a fucking certificate off of Facebook? Yeah, I'm talking about your mother. Watch out, guys. Be careful as you're vulnerable to being easily influenced at this time. You could receive bad advice and encounter someone who's trying to gain power over you. you're a kid in a candy store and they're gonna, you know what I mean? They're like, oh yeah, come with me. I'm seeing Potter when he landed in the leaky cauldron. They're like, what are you doing down here? Come with me. Come with me. I'll help you find your parents. I'll help you find God. It's very dangerous out there, bro. I'm serious. And they look like regular people, bro. The position of a spiritual leader or teacher is one that can be easily abused. Look at Russ's mom. Ugh, she mentally, physically abused him. That's a mother. A wise person believes nothing has been nothing he has read or been told until he can analyze it for himself and find it to be good and beneficial. Pretty much, nobody's going to come and tell you what you already know. And if you're so gullible to find them, then you know what I mean? I'm seeing, that's a fucked up, I'm seeing Pinocchio. If you follow them, then, that's it. You're going to be fucking howling at the moon asking for fucking, where was your conscience and somebody get me out of here. Dude, you'll be drinking blood and having group sex and wondering where's your God and how you ended up here. I mean, you better be careful. They're really serious about that life, and that really is, I don't know who they're brains. If I walk on some shit, I'm calling God right away, bro. You're not doing this shit right now. In a sense, be very careful. Spiritual work at hand. Fly like an eagle. That came up to me too. People are like, she knew who was going to win the Super Bowl. I knew last year too. It doesn't matter. I know every year. It doesn't mean I'm going to tell you every time. It doesn't matter. Ask God. Ask and it shall be given in good accordance. Meaning if it's not going to harm anyone and you're not bothering no one and it's all glory to God, then fine. I told you. I didn't care. I don't give a fuck, bitch. I don't give a fuck. Who wins next year? I told you I got a Seahawks fucking shirt. I don't know if they win, but I'm supporting them. Why? Am I moving? I don't know. Maybe I'm going to Washington. Who knows? Is it Washington? Seattle Seahawks? Seattle, Washington. Yeah, it's the same place. Get it together, girl. All right. Action of Swords is the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords, it combines thought and action and represents a burst of energy leading to lots of activity, travel, and getting things done. That was the second impulse. It's like maybe they're holding me down because, they're resting me. I'm putting, before I explode. Because that's really what it is you don't turn your, you keep your car off until it's ready to go. You find yourself thinking quickly and clearly, discovering unexpected solutions and problems to formulating plans. Use the energy of the Knight of Swords shrewdly and understand that this is a time to act without delay. If you have something that you've always wanted to do, whether it is a special trip, a career change, or a positive project. It's funny I said that because today before the snow came in, I said that to the kids. I was like, it looks like Seattle outside. It was all foggy. Hella foggy and kind of wet before the snow came. I was like, it looks like Seattle. Have I ever been? Not in this lifetime. Somewhere new. It may be the very thing that you've come into this life to accomplish. So take the first steps today. However, air is changeable element and you must be prepared for sudden alterations that temporarily throw your life into chaos. Perhaps because your new idea or vision revises your plan course, or depending on the surrounding cards, as a result of sudden illness, accident, or surgical operation. Whoa. The Knight of Swords can indicate an influence of a person who will initiate change in your life. I mean, sure. He is a mercurial man. All right, mercurial man. Who's this guy? I want more. I want to know more. Mercury is what? What planet? Gemini? Something else rolls over the planet of Mercury. I can't think. I hate this. Forget it. I'm just rubbing my head, hoping a thought would pop out, but it's not going to. That's how bad it is. I don't care. If it comes to me, fine. Anyways, he's a Mercury guy, and I don't know what guy that is. With extreme but changeable opinions. What he fiercely believes one day, he might radically, this sounds like me, alter the next. He is quick, mentally and physically, articulate, persuasive, and always in a whirly of activity. This is definitely me. Impatient, needs constant, it could be Russ, constant stimulation, and can't stand indecisiveness in others. I mean, that's me too. He often rushes into things without considering the consequences of other people's feelings. However, he is charming and very good with words, so he can probably talk you into anything. I don't know. As a lover, he's quick. He's likely to be temporary, one who won't make romantic gestures or even contact you after he decides it's all over. He likes to get his own way and can be so convinced of his own superiority that he sees it as his duty to educate everyone around him. Yeah, this is Russ. Oh man, I don't miss those videos. Oh God. Oh, you've come a long ways, Russ. I don't miss those. Gosh, remember he'd get out there and do like 7 videos. I know I said I wasn't gonna go, but I'm going on a tangent, and I just he would just go on forever. I sit there. My favorite was the one where you were sitting there with the bird, judging the bird, saying it was an antisocial bird, totally projecting on that bird that came to visit you. He would get up there and do these videos all the time. Just tell you what he was thinking and put his thoughts on you. And for anybody else, and what I was trying to say is, I don't miss those, Russ. No, but let me explain myself. There's a bunch of people in the comments. I don't think you really understood. He would have these, I called them shadow boxing conversations, all by himself in his stories. It'd be like, oh man, it was a whole lot. It would be hilarious. It'd be like, Russ is out here having a fucking fight with himself on the internet. We've come a long ways. Are you ashamed of that? I mean, you probably did it your whole career until I made you aware of it. I'm pretty sure you did that your whole career, bro. It used to be so funny. I mean, anything. But like, going back to the war, he wanted to like ask questions and then tell everybody what he learned and, you know, did you know? And oh, man. Funny. It's his duty to educate everyone around him. That's him in his fucking interviews. He talks about the alcohol and then tells you he went and got drunk his whole tour. What nobody ever tells you is the come down afterwards. You've been coming down every fucking... He tells you he never went to Ireland and all he did was drink. He shows you in all his pictures he never went to these countries and all he did was drink. But then he goes and does these interviews that tells everyone how bad the drinking was and how it affected him and that wasn't really who he is and da-da-da-da-da-da. And then it tells him about taking, like, he's such an oxymoron. The guy is a moron, but I love him still. It does not matter. But in the sense of he'll go on and stand in front of a mic in the daytime and then go act like a fucking Ike in the fucking a dyke at night. I love you so much. It was so hard, bro. It's funny now. I had to literally walk through this with this guy. Like, God, I can't stand this fucking idiot. Dude, I cannot stand this guy. Please, God. Please, God. Please. I did every form of magic, bro. Like, this guy is making me look so stupid. He's not making me look stupid. He's fucking stupid. I just like this stupid shit, apparently. And I would laugh about it after, like I always do. It's like, you're entertaining, but only just. Are you entertaining? It's been a long time. We've been through a lot. But you can see, he's still me. It's just funny. That goes back to it. It's like, you try to put on my words, but then you look like an asshole because your actions don't align with your words. You know what I mean? I'm serious. He said it was all about, you know what I mean? I'm not drinking and I'm not all this and I'm going to gain control and all this self-awareness and self-healing. And he goes out there and shows you he has no control over himself. It's funny. I love you, bud. All right. Of course, this might be describing you. Reverse meaning. I saw there's this interview, Logic's talking to the dude from, I don't know, he's a famous dude, they're all famous. He's talking about how Kanye West came in the song and Kanye's being all loud and obnoxious, like, check out my new song! Check out my new song! Saw that guy too. Kanye always want to tell somebody how things work. Bro, you don't even know how to work. You don't work well. Reverse meaning. Take care that you are not rushing into something without thinking it through properly and endangering others with your carelessness. Alternatively, this card can also suggest that you are exhausted and need to slow down, as you are spreading yourself far too thin. Focus on what's most important. That's kind of where it is like, I can't do anything. I'm spread too thin. You're like, you don't do, dude, I do a lot. And the spiritual shit, bro, I'm literally like, you don't even have the brain capacity to even understand what it means to leave the body. Like, if you were smarter, there's that meme, if you were smarter, you'd understand this. I literally have to have the energy to project my soul outside of myself and go into other places of time, space, and infinity. And I do that all fucking day. That takes a lot of energy, bro. Right? And then when you leave, like, imagine I'm seeing a coma patient. That's not funny. Sorry. It's a coma patient, bro. I mean, like, we're leaving the body now. The body can't live without the fucking soul. You can put it on an autopilot, but it needs the soul to keep going. It needs your soul to fight. It needs your soul to keep it alive, right? So in the essence is like, you know, I'm spending all day taking my soul out of my body. You're like, soulless? Nah, just, you know, semi conscious, I guess, in the sense of, so it takes up a lot of energy. And then something like this, I'm taking in all kinds of energy. Imagine if you could see it. I'm just sitting here and they're literally like invisible shining light that's coming, you know, it's like coming down into me and it's coming out of me. So I'm just fucking energy all the time, bro, and it's wearing out my body. Okay. The reverse King of Swords, Knight of Swords, is a person in your life who causes chaos wherever he goes. He is overbearing, thoughtless, and freckless, and does not rely on his promises. He likes to provoke quarrels. Beware, he makes a bad enemy. What is this fucking douchebag? You fucking douchebag. Overbearing, thoughtless, and freckless. Bro, I don't know who you are, but beware of that kind of person. I don't have to worry about these things. You know, going back to humans and shit, I have to actually be around humans to have to worry about them. I don't be around them enough to actually care. Like, they're always like, watch out for this person. What person? There's nobody. I work hard to make sure there's no people. I don't have to watch out for nobody because there's nobody to watch. Nobody. Like, I do this on purpose. Self-sabotaging, I call it self-preservation. The only thing evil here is you and your stupid fucking thoughts. As long as I don't have to deal with you and your stupid thoughts, then I am all protected. True story. And that's it. I don't function well in this world. What's the outcome? Am I going to be okay? Yeah, that was me. Oh, God. I'm going to have to stick this out. It's not like I can't. I have 56 years of this fucking life. I gotta figure this out. It's just a day. This is one hell of a day. It's a Saturn day. Shut your fucking face. In the sense of... I have my ups and my downs. What's that? 9 of Wands. I literally went straight to it. Resilience. You've been knocked down and picked yourself up so many times, you're tired of it. Now you're facing another setback. Though you feel you are at the end of your tether, you will find inner reserves of strength. So don't give up. Be patient, stand strong, and you will triumph. Put your faith in the resilience of your inner spirit. That's where I'm at. It's like, what do I do, bro? I can't, you know what I mean? It's like, all I can do is put my ass back to sleep, bro. I can't really force myself to do something that I can't do. In the sense of I'm just crying and whining about it, and I hate it. Like, I tried to take a shower. I tried to do all the things that make me feel better, but it's like, you know, go outside, have a cigarette. It's fucking cold, and I don't like how it feels outside right now. I'm doing it because I have to. I don't want to. That's where I'm at right now. I don't want to. I don't want to. Like, what's wrong with you? I don't know. I told you I'm at war with myself. That's when you shouldn't be around people. When you're not stable in your energy, dude, you shouldn't be putting your energy out there. You know what I mean? Your unpredictability is going to be felt. You're going to be calling in fucking negativity and putting out, you know what I mean? If you're negative, you're calling in negative. Like attracts like. If I'm putting off this much negativity, bro, I'm asking for negativity, bro. Understand that, you know what I mean? The world is a reflection of you. You're a magnet to it. You're pulling in experiences. I don't want to experience negativity. I don't feel like, you know what I mean? So going back to it, it's like your inner reserves of silence. Don't give up. Be patient, stand strong, and you will triumph. Put your faith in the resilience of your inner spirit. Meaning, put your fucking, you know, lay yourself to rest. And it's just an inner battle. What do you need to go outside for? I don't know. I know I'm supposed to, but I don't want to. Like today or in general. In general. It's a battle of, you know what I mean, the future and the present. It has nothing to do with my present. It's, you know what I mean, past life bullshit. This card can indicate a debilitating illness or a release from a frightening or worrying situation. I don't know. That's it too. That's what brought me to the doctors. I have no energy. Something's wrong with me. I have no energy. So then they put me on a meth pill and then I became awoken very fast. It's pretty much a true story. In relationship, what do I need, meth? No. In relationship, you've been hurt more than once, and it has made you weary. Maybe that's what it was too. Is I brought up so much shit, and that's another thing too. Is you bring up so much memories that sometimes, and that's what I said too. I was like, I thought I had a good Valentine's Day. Was I sad? Was I insecure? Did I feel alone? I didn't feel lonely at all. And that's what I was trying to figure out. Is like maybe I'm depressed about this day. You know what I mean? Because I brought up a bunch, but you saw me. I did so well last night, didn't I? I did a whole love reading, brought up all my pains and my hurts of love, and was very calm and collective about it. The only thing that hurt me is the fact that I have a messy life. What you did didn't hurt me. My life hurts me. Did you see that? I did a whole love reading last night and didn't go crazy. But then I woke up not feeling so good today, and that might be it too. Some things you can come to terms with easier than your body can. Be aware that you've been looking for love in all the wrong places or hooking up with all the wrong kind of people over and over again. Well, we're very fully aware of that. And therefore, I don't want to be looking for love or hooking up with nobody. But that puts the division again. I'm right back where I started. It's like, I don't really want to, bro. I don't think any of you are ever going to understand this as much as I teach you every week of how hard this is for me. I don't want it in my life. God wants it for my life. Like, you don't want a man? Have you not seen? I only know men to be one thing. So no, I don't want that one thing in my life. Here comes the tears. I've yet to see something other than what I've already seen my whole life. I don't mean to be ugly, but you're not showing me anything that I haven't seen in every other man before you. I've never seen a good man. So I have no desire to mess with men. You're like, my man's a good man. Sure, maybe he is to you, but he wouldn't be to me. You're lucky that he's good to you. And, you know what I mean? The lack of his goodness is good enough for you, but it's not good enough for me. I'm not you. I need more than a basic bitch needs. I don't have basic bitch needs. So a basic bitch-ass man can't do it for me. God wants me to believe that there's somebody like me. He made plenty of them like me when I wasn't this version of me. If I go back to being a lower version of myself, then yeah, I could be with Bobby or Russ or Marshall or fucking, you know what I mean? I could have that lower version of man, a lower version of myself that, you know, a man that, you know, meets that version of myself. He doesn't meet this version. Russ is a friend. He's not a lover. Marshall's a friend. He's not a lover. Fucking Bobby was a friend. I don't even know if he was a lover. I felt like I was just loving him. He didn't seem to actually have any passion or movements or gain. In the sense of, I can make it work with you, but you don't work for me. That's pretty much what it means. Like, you can make a lot of women happy, but not me. Because my happiness comes from inside. And truly, I'm just like, you know, that's kind of it. It's like, I don't need you to be fucking happy. And the things I do need from you, you're not available to give me. You can only give me shit of this world. And I want more than the shit of this world. Naturally, I deserve the shit of this world, which, yeah. But I want more than you fucking providing me a house and a fucking car and fucking paying my bills. I want love. It's something you don't have to give. So, going back to it, it's like, it's inevitable. Again, going back to this contract, I'll have to do it. I promised God that I would have his kids. Not my kids, his kids. Not your kids. I promise God I will marry some douchebag and have his kids. Whose kids? God's kids, not yours. But you get to claim them too. I'm just here as a fucking tool to God and his works. To be a blessing for everybody else. Where I clean up this shit-ass karma. That's it. God bless. Amen. I get to laugh my way through it until I die. Congratulations. I'm not here for fucking fame and fortune and fucking pictures and fucking passport fucking stamps. I just want to get this done. The things of this world are not important to me. I don't care. I don't care about the world. I care about a commitment to God and a promise I made to God to help him and his fucking people. You're his fucking people. I don't give a fuck about you fucking people. You're ungodly, so therefore you're his people. Truthfully. Like, what do you want from this world? To get the fuck out of it? Just get it done? Like, what do you envision? The fucking day I leave this planet? When it's over? Everybody's all, you know, happy-go-lucky, bye. Bye, Felicia. 56 years of servitude to humanity. As compensation for being the dark goddess. This is my karma. 56 years of hell to, service to humanity for all the years that I obstructed humanity. I have no choice. I have to serve you for, for what I've done before. In order to never have to be here again. This is literally work release. That's all this is to me. I have some good times along the way, and that's with the spirit, not you. But otherwise, no. It's supposed to be adventure, but it's nothing but work. You don't get this. You're here to fucking have a vacation. You want to experience all the great things. You want your flesh to be happy. You want to have picture perfect fucking moments and all this shit. I just want you to find God and get the fuck out of my life, bro, so I can move on and find another one. I don't give a fuck about your fucking, your iPhone upgrade. I don't give a fuck about your 401k. I don't give a fuck about your illness, bro. All I give a fuck is that you catch his message and learn from him so I can say I did my job and I can go now. Oh, I'm looking at Pac and Kobe. And that's why they stick with me. They would never want to do this. Oh, God, they wouldn't want to have to come back and fucking serve humanity like this again. And that's why I was like, I'll fucking do it for you. I'm stuck here anyways. I'll take your contract. I'll do your job. That's it. This is work release, bro. A Holy Spirit, a fallen angel stuck in the fucking flesh, forced to be here and help you until the end days. I forced myself, is what it means. I'm forcing myself to do it, and I can't get out of it. You know what I mean? It didn't feel such an impossible job when I was outside of the fucking flesh. Put this shitty-ass fucking man experience on, and it's a fucking shit show. He says there's goodness in you. He says there's goodness in you. That's all I'm going to say. He says there's goodness in you. The universe believes in you. God believes in you. I'm just here to do the fucking job. I don't believe in you. I don't care about you. You're just as well just equally dead to me. Just seriously. Ugh, looking for love in all the wrong places. I don't look for love. It's forced upon me. It's fucking literally pumped inside of me, and I have to fucking work it out of me and hope to God it'll get out. I don't want to love you. You fucking feel so powerful because I love you. I can't stand loving you. I hate loving you. I did everything not to love you. All 12 of you. And anybody else before you. There's nothing to love. God just had to keep making me believe in him inside of you. I don't believe in you. I don't like you. I have to love you religiously. I've learned to do that. But there's nothing about you that, I'm not her. You know what I mean? Like, they love you for what you buy them. You don't buy me nothing. They love you for the time you spend. You don't spend no time with me. They love you for what you've said and done with them. You didn't say or do anything with me but terrible things. I have no reason to love you. I have every reason to hate you and wish you death upon you and your families. It's God. God put this inside of me, and I have no choice but to walk in this feeling. Can you stop? You're screaming over me.
I'm not.
You are. I just want you to be aware of it, dude. You didn't make me fall in love with you. There's nothing to love about you. You could put on a show and make me, manipulate me into liking you for a minute, but once I find out who you are, I'm not going to like you. You can dress yourself up nice to appear sexy one night of the week. But your real fucking true person of what you do all day and what you're out here to get, I don't like you, bro. Going back to, looking for love. I don't want, going back to Bobby, you want to get married and have, no! I never fucking did. Don't fucking feel so special. I don't want you, your wife does, bro. It's a love inside of me that God makes me fucking be brave and explore for the whole world to see. All it is me and shame. What I get out of loving you? Nothing! Nothing, bro. I got my own healing. I get to show people how powerful it is to love yourself. Not you. Not you. Any of you. Loving you gets nobody nowhere. Truthfully, that's why people don't love you. You're loveless motherfuckers. Allie, you could love Allie to death, but he doesn't love himself and he won't love you back. He doesn't know how to talk, speak, or act. Marshall can't love you back, talk, speak, or act. None of them. They're loveless, bro. All the way. God made me feel this way for you. You have no fucking power, no authority, and no fucking actual existence in my life. He turns it on. Go look at them. Please don't make me. Go see what they're talking about. I don't care. He makes you important. You are not important. Looking for love in all the wrong places. I wish you would die. I'm not looking for love. Hooking up with the wrong type of person. I didn't want to touch you, bro. We slept together 12 times. Well, obviously it was no good because I don't remember none of it. You know what I mean? Like, you think you had some power over me. Bro, I don't even remember it. Ever. Ever. Never. Don't know what it feels like. You think you're so fucking special, bro? Like, seriously. Any of you? Oh, she loves me. No, God loves you, bitch. I'm just a conduit to it. Reverse meaning. Your abstinency and refusal to compromise has put you in a position of having to defend something indefensible. Unless you can show some strength of character and admit you were wrong, you stand to lose a lot more than you imagine. Which is what? You? I don't own you. You don't have no allegiance to me. You're just a fucking fan. You're only fans. All of you. Talking about my 12 twin flames. All of you are just witnessing a meltdown. Could have happened in last night's cards. It usually does when we start talking about love and these bitch-ass men. These bitch-ass men. Bitch-asses. Why are you such a bitch-ass? Oh, we told you. It's your mother. Because your mother didn't love you, so you don't love nobody else. You think I'm going to be nice about this anymore? Because your father didn't love you, so you don't love anyone else. He abandoned you. And your mother neglected to give you the love and consideration. She told you to grow up and be a fucking man. Make some fucking money and go find you a hot girl. Did you do what your mother said? Are you your father? Are you better than your father? You're a great father. You care about your children. You give them all of that love and all of that stuff they didn't give you? Or just all the money that your mama didn't have? Right? What about you, Logic? Did you buy your dad that new truck for Christmas? You paying for your whole family? You think I give a fuck about your feelings, dude? I've been treading about your bitch-ass lives and feelings for so long. Fuck your lives, bro. Go kill yourselves. I don't give a shit.
What?
That's how I feel, bro. Like, I give you the power to fucking empower yourselves, and you're powerless to nothing. To your stupid fucking thoughts and expectations, and you just put them out by the billions. You still force it out there. Just force it out there. Can't wait for your new album, Russ. It's gonna be wild. How wild is the life of a 32-year-old washed-up rapper who has boohoo childhood trauma? Him and his fucked up dad and mama. His fucking, you know what I mean? His gold-digging girlfriend. How good could this album be when you're working on hers too? How could your life possibly be any good? It's not. It's just you writing stories about what I teach. That's all you do. And that's what you said about Santiago. The whole album was based on somebody else's book and teaching. What was it called? The Alchemist? You alchemized your life into anything better. You're still doing the same shit, bro. With the same bitch. When we got the 40-year-old fucking virgin over there, we got fucking, you know what I mean? All your insecurities, Lewis Hamilton. All your insecurities. Who is more celibate than I've been, who hasn't had touch is just as long. Can't get close to anybody. All of you. You touch yourselves. At least I don't. Masturbators. You feel alone and isolated. Relationships never seem to work out, and you must look at yourself for the cause. Meaning, I don't want you anyways. I'm fine without being in a relationship. I'm better not being in a relationship. I didn't ask for you. God put you in my life as fucked up karma. You're nothing more than fucked up karma. You're karmic twins. I am not Kelly. I don't want to fucking have babies and marry you. I've seen you for your true worth. I know what's wrong with you, and you don't want to accept anything is wrong with you. Why would I want to have children with cursed men? You still walk in your curses. Lack, insecurity, neglect, rejection, shame, fucking addiction, lust, greed, manipulation. That's all of you. Rage, vindication. Why would I be attracted to such things? I attracted karma, not sexy men. None of you are sexy, to be honest. Lewis occasionally, but not when he's being a bitch. And that's pretty much all the time because he's a divine feminine. Don't keep repeating the same destructive patterns. Depending on the surrounded cards, the Nine of Wands reverse can indicate ill health, physical or mental. Well, I might be physically ill and mentally and emotionally ill to this fact that you guys make me ill. And that's just kind of it. I don't want to deal with humans. Why? Because I see you as the mass consciousness. Thank you. You're a mass of the same consciousness. You all pull from the same fucking thought process, and you're all thinking about how you're going to get ahead, and all you think about is your own fleshly gains, and, you know, it's annoying. I have no idea. I have no desire. I'm quick to come in and make you feel your own feelings and bring up your childhood and make you die in your own fucking, drowned in your own fucking discord. Which I hope I made all of you feel. In the sense of, it's Saturday. I hope you feel your pains. Because that's what you're supposed to do. And heal them. And then I wouldn't hate you so much. In the sense of, you know better. And so I don't want to be out there with you. I don't want to be anywhere. Like, it started with, I don't want to be around people. But then you bring in the twin flames. I'm like, especially those people. Especially those people. They're not those people, bro. God gave me this vision, right? He's like, you're gonna help heal all of these guys, and these guys are gonna help heal the earth. They're unhealed. What good are they to me? God says there's some good in them. Good. Go work with them. Find us somebody else to work with them. I've had enough of them. I've had enough of them. I said that at the beginning of this year, and still we're going into fucking March, and they're still shoving them at me. It's going to take all the forces of God for me to even go near you, or submit to you, or even consider you. Know that. You have no force inside of you because you work with the same mass consciousness and the same pocket flow and the same credit card and the same ID and phone number as everybody else. You're the same frequency. You're the same as everybody else. If I wanted something of this world, I'd go find it. There's plenty of views. The last thing I definitely want is a fucking celebrity. I don't... This is a person that wants to be celebrated all the fucking time. What the fuck am I celebrating you for? The fuck have you done for anybody? I'm really in an ugly place, I told you. And that's why I need to stay asleep until I wake up a better person. To the rest of you, keep your ugly ass away from people too until you come out a better person. Truthfully. It's one thing, that's discipline. That's self-control, dude. When you realize, like, there's something wrong with me. I can't really change you. I mean, yeah, you fucking suck ass, but I've got to find a way to fix myself so I can even possibly cope and deal with your bitch asses. Oh, and that goes back to it too. I was gonna post that. I made a threat to the karmics yesterday. I said if you even came near me, I'd stick my fingers in your jugular and fucking watch you bleed to death. This is just a fair warning. God wouldn't allow you for your own protection. But in the essence, you could lose your life trying to put your hands or put your body or put your attitude on top of a domestic violence survivor. I have survived abuse at the most severe levels since childhood. You coming at me in rage easily could get your life taken from you. And when I sit in a fucking court of law about how you lost your life, they'll send me to a hospital for the rest of my healing journey. You will be 10 feet in the fucking ground. Don't let that cocky attitude think that you can put your hands on me. God would never let you, but I just want to point that out. You don't put your hands on abuse survivors and live to tell the story. These are abuse survivors. They survived abuse. The last thing they're going to let you do is try to abuse them. They're going to kill you before you ever touch them. You better be very careful, back to those karmics thinking they're going to fight me. You're going to lose your life. You're going to lose your life. See, there's Lisa, and then there's Lilith. And if we go back to the paperwork of Lisa, Lisa has been, for the last 2.5 years, healing a personality disorder that was caused by severe mental, emotional, physical, verbal, and sexual abuse starting at the age of 3 that never actually subdued until the age of 35. All right? So in essence, when they ask me why I committed such a crime and they look at my freaking background, they're going to understand that I was a victim of violent crimes. And in the state of defense, based on my mental history and my physical, history, I did what was best to protect myself in that moment. And you could easily lose your life in that moment. I just want to point that out. Don't ever you don't know who you think you're about to loke up with. There's lots of funny memes of, they're pushing me, but they don't know I've had 20 years of trauma. You don't know what would come out of me. Just because you're fucking built up in your feelings and you want to come at me, you don't know what will come out of a person. There's a million stories that I tell you that I don't look like what I've been through, but if I felt, and that's any animal, if they feel like they're in danger, they're going to attack. You could easily lose your life messing with me. Don't ever try to force yourself on me. You know what I mean? And that goes back to it. It's like the karmic wants to fight you. You better not come near me. You're going to lose your life trying to fucking put your hands on me. I will snap your neck. I have visuals of it. I see it all the time. I will snap your fucking neck. Anybody that came close enough to my arm's reach. I will grab your neck and snap it. I have visuals of it. I've seen it my whole life. Have I done it yet? No, but I will. If you come close enough and try to harm me or my children, I will snap your neck. You will be done. You will be dead at impact. I do not mind taking your life in the protection of my own. If I feel like you're going to hurt me, I will take your life. I don't need a weapon. I am a weapon. I'm a weapon of mass destruction, bro. Truthfully. Most people don't learn that until they're trained in the military. I know what powers lie within me. Don't you think that your feelings are powerful and you're going to push your fucking ego on me and think that you're going to live to see this. Your little girlfriend wants to come fight me. She's going to lose her life. You better protect her or your children are not going to have a fucking mother. You know what I mean? I let that man hurt me. I did not fight back. He wouldn't be alive if I fought back. I don't know how many domestic violence movies you've ever seen. But we don't live, you know what I mean? If we live to tell the day, it's because we fought all the way, and you better not even try to put your hands on us. And that's, that's me waving that domestic violence flag. You better watch out. We are the most deadly fucking beings. We have been beat and bruised and battered from the inside out year after year after year after year out of our own free will. If we choose not to allow that to happen, it will never happen again. And anyone that tries is going to lose their life. Know that, bro. Know that. Don't ever look up with a fucking domestic violence fucking survivor. Not never, bro. We have been beat our whole lives. We will beat the fucking shit out of you, bro. We will take all that pain and rage that has been put on us and put you to bed. Be very careful. You know what I mean? And that goes back to it. It's like, you want to play stupid? I could pull this insanity card all the way out, bro. I can show all of my medical history that, like, literally, you know what I mean? I'm not to be fucked with. But because I do the healing work every fucking day to do it, you know what I mean? I'm safe to myself and others. But if you try to, you know what I mean? That's any human. You're asking for it. You don't know the power of that human. You don't know what that human's been through. When you step up to a human and you want to get in their face and they have to defend themselves, you might lose your life. You might just catch an ass whooping, but you might really lose your life. Not every life is lost by a gun. And that goes back to domestic violence. They don't shoot them. They choke them. They kill them. They sit on their necks. They fucking literally take their lives. I made it out with my life alive. You might not fucking with me. And that was my whole life. I just want to point that out. I was like, you don't fully understand the fucking consciousness of the person you're messing with. You don't understand the soul behind this conscious. You don't know the gods and the fucking, you know what I mean, the spirit behind this person. You don't know any of the reality of what you're dealing with right now. And I just want to make you aware. Welcome, new people. Find the exit is to your left. Again, I told you I was here to offend you and push you and get rid of you. That's what I do. I push you away. Like, you know what I mean? Find God. That's what it is. It's like I try to either bring you to God or get you away from us and what God's doing in our lives. That's kind of how it is. You know what I mean? That's just how I feel. I do feel, filled with a little bit of rage, but I'm still going to take care of myself. And the rest of you, yeah, alchemical transformation. Watch out for fake teachers, fake spiritualists. The resilience to keep pushing on. That's about it. I don't know. Happy Saturday. Later, haters.